Wagwan people, welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy King in the building, ready for do the damn thing. And I'm there again with a review of the whole tournament this time. Today we're gonna review the whole Gold Cup in its entirety as it relates to Jamaica's performance, and we're gonna grade the players them. We're gonna also talk about the players them way should be in the squad going forward, and the players them who meeting say yo them do them time, and we can look at different players. Also I'm gonna give a tactical insight into what me think the issues were, and just a whole review of the whole tournament, you don't know. So I could jump right into it. Let's talk about the results of the tournament. Alright, we started the tournament against USA. It was a 1-all game. The runner playing another game there was Damian Lowe scored an header. Leon Bailey missed a penalty. And then we conceded. It was a 1-all game. Right? People are pressure Bailey as a Jano. Yeah, Jamaican people have a thing about when they miss a penalty. Not only Jamaican people, but football fans and all. To be fair, it wasn't Bailey's best game. And it kind of set the tone for most of the tournament. The next game was against Trinidad and Tobago, and we won 4-1 in that game. That game, Bailey came to play. Bailey came to show. He had an assist and a goal, but it was the Demarai Gray show. That was the homecoming of our superstar, in my opinion, or real superstar, Demarai Gray. He had 2 goals and an assist in that game. Demarai Gray show won 4-1. Also, people, that was the game where Dujan, Whisper, Richard scored his very first goal for Jamaica. You know, it was deflected, but if you don't shoot, you don't score. And we know, say, Whisper have that cutting edge about him. That was the game where get us all excited. Yeah, make we think say we can win the tournament. Next game was against St. Kitts, people. St. Kitts, we steamroll them 5-0. It was a much changed team. But in my opinion, you know what was the major things was stand out in that game against St. Kitts? The fact that we were able to find 2 goals from midfield. Daniel Johnson scored, Russell scored, right? Bernard, I think, scored in that game also, and Corey Burke along with their own goal. Remember, people, Daniel Johnson scored and Russell scored. Remember, so we're going to talk about one midfield issue where we have running one part later on. The next game was against Guatemala in the quarterfinals. And there we saw it was a really tough game. We won that game 1-0, people. It was courtesy of a Amari Bell goal. Amari Bell was left back, people. It was a brilliant reverse through pass by Demarai Gray. Excellent through pass. Composed finish. 1-0 win the game. We could take a lot of positives going into the Mexico game because we looked a lot solid in the back, and we just await for the attack for click. The Mexico game, people, oh my God. In my opinion, the early goal kind of messed with everything else so for follow. But after that goal, we saw it was men against boys, people. It was horrible. Yeah, some parts of the game we showed, but from large majority of the game, it was not the game what we the fans wanted to see, and we got beaten 3-0, people. So that was our tournament results. Now on to the tactical side of the tournament. The first thing I want to point out is the fact that we kept a 4-4-2 right throughout the tournament. Now we can see that this coach might work on a specific system, a specific style of play, in my opinion. Now, yes, we are Jamaicans. We are known for our speed. We are known for our strength. We are black people, bigger and stronger. Yes, now we're going to play to our strengths. Now, every coach over the years seem to be trying to do this, right? We seem to be trying to play Route 1 football up to our strikers, them hold it up, lay it off, and get people around them. But what's my issue with that? It's too predictable. It's too predictable. Yes, it's our strength, but we have to learn to mix it up. And one thing more I see the coach do is mixing it up. Also, in my opinion, the coach have to realize that you can't play every team the same way. We played 4 attackers right throughout the tournament, right? 4 attackers, 2 central midfielders to compensate. 4-4-2 basically. 2 wingman them become attackers. Yes, they become midfielders off the ball because they are responsible for covering the fullback of the opposing team. But in essence, their strength lies in attack. That's where their strength really is. Now, with that said, we also played, in my opinion, wrong personnel on the right wing. We played Bobby Reed at right wing. In my opinion, it should have been Leon Chippy Bailey playing right wing instead. And have Bobby Reed playing second striker if so. Now, as I said, we have to respect certain teams. We needed to play the extra midfielder against Mexico. We didn't. Now the coach have to realize these things, looking at himself and realize, say, alright, me have to mix it up when it called for. Me have to know, say, alright, me have to show respect right there, so put an extra midfielder right there, so not play the 4 attackers. Yeah, we need to mix it up as well. You see me? Next thing I want to talk about is the style of play, people. Yeah, I can see a lot of positives that the coach are come with, especially on the defensive side of things. I think we're a lot more solid defensively. However, the playing of football going forward, or style of play going forward, remains similar to what we have seen in the past, people. Me I tell you the truth. Most of the football we play is route one. Yeah, we play a little team, send kits, and we try to put it down on the ground. But why can't we develop a style where we play with the ball on the ground more? Yes, we are coming to the midfield, because a lot of people are going to tell me, say, because of the midfield. Yes, but we can be braver. We can attempt to keep the ball on the ground more. And yes, again, it is our strength we're trying to play too. But also our strength of speed doesn't always mean that we have to be playing this ball for them to run it down. We can also use our speed in 1v1 situations, isolate the wing backs. Yes, them gonna tell me, say, that's why we playing this. No, people playing a long ball, you know, I learn a long ball is 50-50. Yeah, we're stronger than them, so it should become a 60-40. But in essence, look at the Mexico game. Mexico won more first ball than us. Well, me have to go look on the stats, but the eye test says Mexico won more first ball than us, and they were picking up the second ball. Yes, they were more motivated to do so, but playing the ball in the air so often makes it a 50-50 in my opinion. And we tired of them football. Me I tell you the honest truth. We want to see more progressive plays on the ground. We want to see this ball moving on the ground. We want to be more braver people. Murder say we're brave on the past them now work, and we try it again and we try it again until we learn that type of football. Yes, I understand that it was him trying to win, but as I said, now going forward it should be how we are going to develop a style of play and how we are going to move forward, how we want to play. That's what I want to see going forward. You see me? The other thing I need to talk about, as I said, he played some of the players out of position, right? Especially Leon Bailey and Bobby Reed. Now, Bobby Reed, game time or game in the squad is going to come under a lot of scrutiny. So is Leon Bailey. Now, we know Bailey and Reed can do better. We have seen them, right? But these are players we need to step up. Going forward, these are players we really need to step up. Yeah, people, that's the tactical aspect of it. I have more stuff I'm gonna talk about going forward, but those are the main tactical things I think the coach need to look at. Let's talk about the players. Squad. Andre Blake. People, there's no doubt. Andre Blake had an excellent tournament again, and he has to be he has to be our number one goalkeeper going forward. No doubt about it. What we also found in this tournament is number 2, and his number 2 is our very own Bubble. Jamali Wait. Yeah, Jamali Wait, that's his name. I know him as Bubble. Olympic Garden product. The youth look assured. Big up yourself. That's our number 2 there. We see Boyce Clark for a bit. When you see much time, it's 20. I think our goalkeeping department is secured going forward. Right back people. Dexter, Javian, and in my opinion, that should be Lati Bodier going forward. We did Lati Bodier a lot of injustice playing him in midfield. He did his best, but we clearly saw that's not where his future should be. So I think going forward we should have Lati Bodier as our main right back and keep Dexter, Javian, Jano Star. Javian is injury prone. I think it should be Lati Bodier, Dexter, and if there's space in the team, bring Javian, but that is my pecking order. At centre back people, here's where it gets interesting because Damian Lowe, people are putting him under a lot of pressure. People are saying, yo, we need to get better centre halves in the team. Yes, Ethan Pinnock didn't play this tournament for personal reasons. He should be back. And in my opinion, going forward, it should be Deshaun Bernard because he had an excellent tournament, people. The last game, nobody played good, including him. But all in all, he showed and he took his opportunity. So it should be Deshaun Bernard and Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock is a Premier League proven centre-half, and we can look forward to see that partnership going forward. Damian Lowe have to slip down the pecking order. I'm sorry, Nana. I saw it go, nothing personal, but Nana have to slip down the pecking order. And I would say keep Nana in the squad, but my preferred starting centre pairing would be Deshaun Bernard and Ethan Pinnock. I would say let's try and get Reece Williams, that's a player from Liverpool, to see if we can bring in that player. Another great addition to the squad. Left back, seal up Amari Bell. People, Amari Bell show say, yo, he's our number 1 left back. I don't know if Taxi still have it in him, but for the experience, we will still carry Taxi. And I don't know what's happening with Greg Lay, but it's definitely Amari Bell, number 1 left back going forward. Taxi or Greg Lay, let's see how that goes. In midfield, people, here's where it gets real interesting because here's where I say, in the game against St. Kitts, what happened? We scored, 2 of our midfielders scored goal, Johnson, Russell. To me, I saw Russell and Russell look like him have something to bring to the team. Not to knock the 2 players who start. As I said, Lambert, he was playing out of position. He gave his best, but sometimes your best just not good enough baller, so it got nothing personal. Lambert, he had a few impressive games. The last 2 games you really see what people are saying about Lambert in terms of his rashness. But I saw enough something there where we can work on. So me say Lambert should be in and around the team going forward because we don't have a lot of options there. But in my opinion, again, tactically he was played wrong. He should have been playing all in midfielder. Instead, yeah, people say I'm not good at the ball, on the ball. But if you play a midfielder who wants this ball, who's coming for it close enough to him, now we get the midfield closer together and we get a ball handler, somebody who can bring the ball forward, somebody who can pick a pass. And I think Lambert and Johnson would be perfect. Again, Russell seemed to be another all-in midfielder and seemed to be a big presence. So if on a Lambert, we can try Russell and a Johnson there. So we have Lambert for the future, we have Russell for the future, we have Johnson for the future. And people, in my opinion, I really want to see Demario Phillips in the team going forward in the future, people. Demario Phillips should be the 4th one. If we can get Tariq Magee up to scratch, or Tariq Magee, him still have a space in the team. So me that say Demario Phillips, Tariq Magee, those would be my 5 midfielder pool going forward, people. Who was the midfielder that I missed? Well, Lati Bodier. As I say, he's a right back, people. right? So that's the midfield there. Now the attackers, Demarai Gray, him show say him a the man, him show say him a class. So Demarai Gray definitely people going forward. Chippy Bailey, me know what him capable of. So personally, yeah, he had a disappointing tournament, but we have to bring him going forward again. Bailey just need to find him footing and be played on the wings more often, and we'll see the real Leon Bailey. Bobby Reid, boy, people are gonna tell me say, yo, oh, forget Bobby Reid game. But in my opinion, again, we know Bobby Reid quality. He was played a lot out of position, out of his position, his main position where he should be playing. He played on the wings a lot. I think we should have played him closer to the goal as a second striker. If we're not playing 4 attackers, Bobby Reid has to be the odd man out. I'm sorry. Mikel Antonio, again, he has a lot of experience, a lot of things to teach the youths. So I would say he should be our leading striker going forward. Yes, ideally we would want more goals from him. He didn't score any goal in the tournament. We have to fix that up going forward. But he has so much to offer, and we have so much can learn from him, especially the youths. So I would say Mikel Antonio has to go forward in the team. Coreyberg, people, I'm not on a Coreyberg campaign, right? But in my opinion, we should be looking forward to the future, and I would definitely bring in Trevante Stewart for Coreyberg, people. That's going forward. I would want to see Trevante in the squad. Also, Whisper definitely have to be in the squad. Shamar didn't show as much in the squad, but Shamar definitely is one for the future. We have to keep Shamar in and around the team, people. Wales got a game that should be in the squad. Let me bring up about the squad, people, so I can tell you who should be there and who shouldn't be there. So yeah, people, so it's Mariappa. I think him experience will him bring, but if I should pick 4 centre half, it would be Bernard, Pinnock, Lowe, and if we can get in Reese Williams. If not, it have to be Mariappa. Said we I said Javian Brown. I'm not sure if I'm picking only 2 right backs. It has to be Latibodir and Lambakisa because he's 19. I rather the youth. What am I missing, people? Let me see. What am I missing? Kaim Paris, we didn't see a lot of him, but definitely want to be in and around the squad going forward, people. So yeah, it was only Kaim Paris that I was missing. As it relates to who should be in the squad going forward, let me see. There's Richard King again, people. People like I say, Richard King can get a look in. That's a good name we can throw in the mix. Tariq Zimenez, people, that's another good name we can throw in the mix. People like I say, Ravel, but Ravel need to find him footing and find out what go on. Omar Hutchins, people. We don't know what go on with Hutchins. We hear a lot of things. Who else, people? Jamal Lowe. As I say, we have to see what go on with Jamal Lowe again. Jardine Fletcher. Yeah, people. So basically, that is it. I'm going to do a next video reviewing the midfield options because my good friend gave a few midfield options, and I'm going to try see if we can reach out to him and break it down, or I give a review of his video breaking down my opinion on those midfield options. But there you have it, people. That was the review of Jamaica's Gold Cup. You don't know, give the video a like, share, leave your comments down in the comment section. And you don't know, until next time, people, walk good, big up on yourself, enough love.